Jews rock! I love Jews! Jews rock! Jews rock! Jews rock! I love Jews! Jews rock! Jews rock! Jews rock! I love Jews! Jews rock! Jews rock! Jews rock! I love Jews! Jews rock! Jews rock! Jews rock! I love Jews! Jews rock! Jews rock! Jews rock! I love Jews! Jews rock! Jews rock! Jews rock! I love Jews!
Oh shit, I was muted. Okay, sorry guys. For at least the first 30 minutes of the stream, we're going to do the Juice Rock. This is an hour-long version, an hour-long loop. We're only going to do 30 minutes of it for the first start of the stream. This is just to appease Dave Portnoy. I want to please him. I'm trying to bridge the gap here.
Jews rock! Jews rock! I love Jews! Jews rock! Jews rock!
Guys, I was thinking if we play at least 30 minutes of this Juice Rock by Sam Hyde, if we do at least 30 minutes of this song for the intro, maybe Dave Portnoy will let people make jokes about Jewish people. I'm just throwing shit at the wall here. Okay, I'm trying to look. We have to appease him. If we want to be able to have free speech and comedy, we need to appease Dave Portnoy. We're doing 10 more minutes of this at least. Sing along.
Jews rock! I love Jews! Jews rock! Jews rock!
This is for you, Dave Portnoy.
Jews rock! I love Jews!
All right, that's enough of that, guys. I get it. Look, I don't want to run everyone off. There's only so much we can do to appease Dave Portnoy. Let's get to it tonight. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This, if you read the banner at the bottom, is Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. Welcome, welcome, welcome Ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing? Wherever you're at, get in the chat. Your voice needs to be heard. I'll highlight your comment, especially if you're new. And new people, get up in the chat because I'll highlight you. I'm not monetized yet, so I can't, be selective with super chats and only highlight people that throw money. I can't even accept money through YouTube yet. I don't know. We'll see if they ever let me get monetized. I have my doubts. But anyway, welcome. Get up in the chat tonight. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, if you haven't seen the thumbnail or the caption or the title or anything, spoiler alert, tonight we are going to review a little bit of Dave Portnoy, a little sort of debate he got into with his employees. But really, it's, Dave Portnoy versus the freedom of speech and comedy. We'll see. I truly haven't watched this. I've watched most of it, but I truly haven't watched the whole video. I think I've watched like 3/4 of it. I was like, oh, I'm going to play this on the stream. Let's just watch it together. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how good Dave Portnoy's arguments are for advocating banning comedy. I bet he's got some real good points. I bet he's like basically a genius and I bet he's got some really good arguments to lay out as to why we should ban comedy so that you can't make jokes about groups of people. That sounds like a good idea. He sounds like a lot of fun. Seems like a cool boss, guys. Let's see what his employees have to say. So yes, he debated his employees on some kind of fucking stupid live stream that I have a hard time believing anyone is watching this shitty fucking live stream that Dave Portnoy is on. It seems like it's just a complete fucking yawn fest, besides when he wants to scream at his employees for thinking you should be able to make jokes. Holy shit. Holy shit, guys. It's like, it is crazy that we'll get to this video soon enough. I'll get in the chat and say hello to everybody trickling in here. But it is crazy to watch this video and see, like, it's on full display. That you can see right through Dave Portnoy. You see right over him, too. I think he's like 5'5". But you can see right through him. And sort of, you can tell this is like the first time one of his employees has really like had the balls to argue back with him on something that's actually kind of like important philosophically. And it's like, it's so obvious. Dave Portnoy looks like I don't want to spoil it. We'll get into it, chat. Let me say hello to everybody getting in here. We'll get to the Dave Portnoy debate. And then we're also going to take a look at Charlie Kirk L, which is really funny because the caption on his video that's on YouTube, Charlie Kirk labeled the video as if he fucking owned somebody when really it's Charlie Kirk getting his own shit smeared in his face like a dog. So that's weird. So we're going to take a look at that too. Okay. These two videos might have topics that are related. They might. You're going to have to wait and see. All right, chat. I'm inside you. I'm deep in the chat right now. Can you feel me? Can you feel me? Can you feel me? Bob Cook's up in here. What's up, Bob Cook? DMS, give my milking to the fat pig. Thanks for understanding. Yes, Bob Cook, as you know, whoever is first in chat gets a free prostate milking. Okay? And unfortunately, Bob Cook, you can't re-gift it to somebody else. Only women can do that because women don't have prostates. So they have to gift it to somebody else. You can't, sir. You must receive the prostate milking. I'm sorry to tell you this, Bob Cook. I'll make it enjoyable for both of us. Berto Perez is in here. Oh, thank you, sir. DMS can't wait for the show. Thanks for joining us. I can't see where my numbers are in every spot, but we have I see decent numbers on my end tonight. So a lot of other people might actually be sick of Dave Portnoy's short, retarded ass. So we'll see. Promo code Lummy is in here. What's up, lover? Thanks for joining us, dude. You're in here right at the beginning. 8 o'clock. Al Pacino's up in here. What's up, Al? Stacy G. There's our girl. What's up, Stacy G? Thanks for joining us. Rainy's up in here. K-Dog's up in here. What's up? Rainy and K-Dog. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new around here, we've got Rainy, the Oklahoma realtor, in here. She's going to try to sell you a house. She's going to be very aggressive about it. Don't be intimidated. But, she's just working. It's okay. Scott Starbird, sir. Nice stream tonight. I was there for Scott's whole entire stream, right from the intro to the end. What's up, lover? How's it going? Yeah, Scott, I heard, I was right the first time. I heard you say Paige's comment from your live chat. I didn't see it at first. I didn't read it at first myself, but I heard Paige talking about Alex Stein might come on to your stream, buddy. That's awesome. That'd be really cool. Berto Perez, K-Dog. Eating pizza also, Steve. This song is perfect for edging. Yes, it's an hour long. That's what you need. Cash App. God damn it, guys. No, I've been so fucking busy, guys. I'm going to set up a Cash App and a Zelle. If you are interested in throwing some money into my tight little thong, you can do that at PayPal. I'm Darkmatch on PayPal, DARKMATCH. And then on Venmo, I am Darkmatch Steve, DARKMATCHSTEVE. But yeah, I don't have a Cash App yet or a Zelle. People have been telling me to get the goddamn Zelle too. Oh, Scott said, I knew at least 1,000 people who watched Barstool years ago, and none of them watch it now. It's boring as fuck. Dude, I don't get it. Dave Portnoy should just stick to eating slices of pizza. I don't know what this podcast bullshit. I'm hoping, actually, this little debate we're about to review here is so cringe. It is so fucking cringe that I'm hoping he's like I think he's like, click farming. He's baiting us all. He's edging us. He's pretending to be a Jewish guy who is anti-comedy, which is hilarious considering how many Jewish people are comedians. We've got Dave Portnoy. He wants to shut it all down on behalf of Jewish people. No more comedy. Very interesting. Dutch Duke's up in here. What's up, Dutch Duke? Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of royalty. Dutch Duke is in here. Alex is supposed to come on once a week? Holy shit, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, you got to get your shit together, motherfucker. Alberto Perez, I agree with you, DMS. Bro, what the fuck? We're going to get right into it, guys. There's just so much to say about this new Dave Portnoy video. Already got my Twitter up here. Okay. All right. Let me get you guys on this tab with me. Did I save that other thing? Yeah, I did. Okay. So, let me just refresh everyone's memory. Okay, let me get you guys on this tab now. So you guys all remember this, I'm sure. This fucking sign. This is at Dave Portnoy's own bar, club, whatever it is. And some fucking legend, some fucking legend ordered the fucking drink thing where you get to have a thing on the sign, and I guess they bring your a bottle out to you, or right? Is that what it is, right? This guy ordered a bottle, and you get to put whatever thing on. And I'm not saying he's a legend because I agree with this. I think that this is like funny to do at Dave Portnoy's club. It's not like something I would go around saying to like get in Jewish people's faces. I have no problem with Jewish people. Okay. I do have, I have a complex relationship with Israel. Being that they're our greatest ally, I'm so very tempted to support them, but sometimes things get really complicated with naval ships and all kinds of things. 9/11, I don't know. Anyway, here is the sign at Dave Portnoy's club. We all remember this video. These fucking retarded people who are the servers at Dave's club. These fucking stupid women, these idiots actually wrote this on the sign. Like, this is part of the thing too. I feel like this would be funny just to ask them to put on the sign with the full expectation that they will not do it, and they're going to have to come up to you after you've already paid the manager of the whole fucking bar or the owner of the building, who is Dave, but would have to come up to you and say, we're not going to write that on there. That's too crazy, man. We're not doing that. That is, it's almost, worth it. Just if you think you'll bare minimum get that just as a bit, not because you actually, dislike Jewish people. As a bit, this would be funny to just ask them to do. You're at some bar getting bottle service and you're like, what do you want on the sign, sir? Oh, yes, I'll have one bottle of Grey Goose and put F the Jews on the sign. It's like, it's just so outlandish. It'd be funny enough to do just to have the manager come up to you and say, we don't want your business. That'd be funny enough for me. But anyway, here we go. These fucking idiots at Dave Portnoy's own bar actually fulfilled the order and put this on a sign for somebody. Look at these fucking idiots.
Fuck them. Fuck them. Yo, no shit. Yo, no.
So yeah, just a little refresher. That's it. Yeah, Dave Portnoy is a bitch, bro. We are with Alex Stein all the way. Yeah, that's true. Alex Stein was supposed to go on Dave Portnoy's show. This was back when people gave a fuck about Dave Portnoy having a show, and now I can't see anyone giving a fuck about anything Dave Portnoy does besides eating slices of pizza and trying to buy people tickets to go to Auschwitz. All right. But yeah, back when his show actually was more popular and people wanted to be on it, Alex Stein was supposed to get interviewed by Dave Portnoy or something on his show. Portnoy canceled on him, and then Alex went down to Barstool Sports, and Dave Portnoy's anti-Israel employees tried to beat up Alex Stein and push him out, and they assaulted him and stuff. The crash out Tuttle had on Alex this morning was priceless. I'm gonna review that tomorrow. I'm not gonna be on super late tonight, guys, because I actually do have to go somewhere after the stream. But yeah, we're gonna review that tomorrow. That'll be good. I didn't watch the full thing. I saw I don't know how long it lasted, but I know I saw at least 5 or 10 minutes. When they started to get into it and I was at work, I actually turned it off, and I was like, oh, I'm going to save this for the stream. We're going to watch this on the stream. And I plan to do that tonight, but then I saw Dave Portnoy losing his fucking mind because one of his employees dared to insist that maybe you should be allowed to make jokes about Jewish people. So we're going to get to that in a second here. I know I keep teasing it, but anyway. So here's the sign. Let's get off. Let's here. I'll drop this. Got to be careful with Twitter. I can't let you guys see me going around on Twitter because you know what there is, guys. Tits and ass. Tits and ass. Oh yeah. Can't show you the tits and ass. So yeah, he wanted to, the guy that ordered that sign, he wanted to send him to fucking Auschwitz. I don't think Dave realized that it's not a concentration camp anymore. But I think Dave actually thought that Auschwitz was still a concentration camp. And if he sent that guy there, he would be forced to dig his own grave and take a shower in Zyklon B gas. But actually, Auschwitz is closed. Here is the okay, so I'll show you the recent. This is what spawned this recent argument with his employees. Let me pull up this. This is the video of Dave eating pizza at some fucking shithole. What fucking place is this? Who cares? I don't know. This is Dave doing a fucking pizza review. Midnight's up in here. What's up? What's up? Thanks for joining us, bro. He's eating at this fucking place, trying out the pizza, and someone yells something to him. We'll see what happens here. I don't know.
He's calling this old school terrazza. One bite, everyone knows the rules. We didn't get here the first time. Place is very cool on the inside. We got Frankie Lazzani's whole story, which almost seemed borderline not believable. Like, see, there we go. There we go. What are you guys fucking laughing about? Terrible. Exactly.
Bro, yeah, he handled this the wrong way too. Bro, this is such an L. This is so funny because the way that Dave initially reacted to it almost like insisted that other people laugh at it. You know, like if Dave would have, if the guy yelled what was on the sign, F the Jews, okay? And again, I'm reporting on all this stuff tonight. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with anyone's opinions on whatever group of people. Nobody insists. No, but I mean, look, the way that Dave reacted to it, he almost like, it's almost like he's like, oh, there we go. Hey, look at this fucking piece of shit. And the guys behind him were like, ha 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 ha. Because that was like the vibe he sort of like gave off with his own reaction. Like if that person went by and yelled F the Jizus, Dave, if he was really that mad about it, he should have gone, no, fuck you. Fuck you. And no one would have laughed behind him. Fuck you, you piece of shit. No one would have laughed. I feel like the vibe he gave off at first almost like made it like funnier or something. Look, after Dave reacts to it, they laugh even more. Look. And then he fucking guilt trips them. Bitch, it's funny watching you deal with other people saying things that you don't like because you squirm. It's funny, Dave. Sorry.
Time. Place is very cool on the inside. We got Frankie Lazzani's whole story, which almost seemed borderline.
Watch. They're going to yell F the Jews, and then they're going to giggle a little bit, but then when Dave goes, hey, look at this guy, then everybody starts laughing even more. Everybody was laughing. It's funny. Or are all of these, is Dave surrounded by Nazis right now? Is that what we're to believe? All these people are like neo-Nazis? Is that what he's going with? That is mind-blowing.
not believable. Like, see, there we go. There we go. What do you guys fucking?
Dude, they laugh. Yeah, they laugh. Okay, well, it was really quick, but they laughed even more after Dave acknowledged it. The person doing that was probably not even a white supremacist. The person doing that probably thought it was just a funny reference to yell. You see fucking Dave Portnoy, what else are you going to yell that's going to get his attention? I got free pizza over here. Hey, Dave! He's not going to give a fuck. This is the only thing you should be yelling at Dave Portnoy is F the Jews. And not because you think that that's not how you feel. You're supposed to yell it because it's funny to watch him react. You understand? We don't condone any of this. We don't condone any positions on here. We're just free speech advocates. That's all. Oh, fuck. I'm being serious. I know some people are going to think I'm trying to do it like a dog whistle or something. Read between the lines. I fucking hate some groups of people. It's not like that. It's just funny watching Dave Portnoy squirm. Watching him have a meltdown on some little kids. That's funny.
Fucking laughing about?
Terrible.
Exactly.
Look at what the fuck? Dave Portnoy, the vibe killer. Aura negative 5,000.
So here we go. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. We won't let that get into what is that Toronto hospitality there?
That's terrible.
Oh yeah.
So he's calling this
Toronto. They're all fucking neo-Nazis, huh? This is what it's like in Toronto. Oh, what you fucking doing? You busting my balls here. I'm just trying to eat some pizza. I'm fucking Dave Portnoy.
old school terrazza. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. We didn't get here the first time. Place is very cool on the inside. We got Frankie Lazzani's whole story, which almost seemed borderline not believable. Like, see, there we go. There we go. What are you guys fucking laughing about?
Oh my God, I love that. Oh my God, that's so funny. Hey, what the fuck are you guys laughing at over here? Hey, that ain't funny. I'm Dave Portnoy. I tell you what's funny. Don't laugh at those jokes, buddy.
Terrible.
Exactly.
It's terrible, man. Oh, they shouldn't. No one should make any jokes, Dave. They're so terrible. Jokes hurt people.
So here we go. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. We won't let that get into what is that Toronto hospitality there?
That's terrible.
So he's calling this.
What is this? Fucking Toronto, Germany? Where am I? Fucking Germany here? What is this? Nazi Germany? I thought I was in fucking Toronto. Holy shit, man. What a ride. Dave Portnoy. Inside the mind of Dave Portnoy. What a fucking, oh God. All right, let me hide that. We're going to bring up, sorry, I don't want to show you guys all the tits and ass that's on Twitter. I need to smoke a bowl. I need to chill, Daddy. I need to chill, Daddy. All right. Here's his debate with his employees. So the past two events that I just showed you, the recent events, have led to this debate here. And I think they both get referenced in here. I'm not exactly sure, but let's take a look at this. Oh, we got someone, I think there's someone new in the chat, Leo, up in here. I just don't get what he wants. It seems hypocritical. The man over the years has called Kaepernick an ISIS guy and used the N-word in old videos, made rape jokes, and he's been anti-Arab as a joke. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Leo. No, but you have to understand, he didn't say any of that stuff about Jewish people, so it's okay. You can make any joke at anyone else's expense as long as it's not God's chosen people. You see, that's what the problem is. They're a protected class. You're not even allowed to think of the jokes. I seriously, like, no, that's Leal. I'm exactly in the same spot. I do not fucking get what he's even after. This is quite literally, when we get into this, you're going to see Dave Portnoy is pretty much just like cancel comedy that's based on anything about Jews. Sorry, it's all canceled. We're just too sensitive right now. Holy shit, man. All right, let me, you guys are on this tab. Let me go, I'll go down here.
Silence everything.
Daddy chill. Yeah, I'm trying to chill. I need to hit my bowl. Very interesting name there. The Niggler. I think I'm allowed to say that. What's up? What's up? Daddy chill. I'm trying to chill right here. Dave Portnoy is killing my fucking vibe. What do you want from me? I'm going to hit my bowl real quick, guys. Daddy chill. Daddy chill. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff.
What do you? Every comedian, don't tell a joke about it. Because
Kirk,
Dave, that's how the world works. I agree with you.
Go back to your question. When does freedom of speech impinge
That was your
on freedom
question,
of
not
religion?
mine. That was your question, not
Answer
mine.
it.
I wish we had. Is there a full version of this? Because I wish I had the lead up to it too. Hold on. Oh, I found someone posted his rape joke. I found that. I'm on a different tab. But yeah, I found Dave Portnoy's rape joke. Good stuff. It's probably a good joke. Guys, that's what I'm saying. It's not like I want Dave to be banned because he made a rape joke. You can make rape jokes. Anything can be presented in a funny way as a joke or whatever. Dave is actually like, it's unreal that we're like regressing like this. Okay, so I don't see anyone having the full video posted. Every clip I'm seeing elsewhere on Twitter is this 4-minute and something bullshit. So I guess we'll take a look at this. I don't know. I don't even care to know where the fuck. What do I have to go to Barstool's website? I almost threw up a little bit. Do I need to go to Barstool to find the full video? I'm not even going to do that. Not even worth my time. All right, I'm out of here. Let's get into it. So they're arguing. I guess we're like partway into these guys arguing about whether we should basically ban comedy so that Dave Portnoy doesn't cry when people make jokes about Jews. Let's see how this goes. This is going to be a really good intellectual debate, I'm sure. Dave Portnoy, he's gonna have some really good argument in his back pocket here. It's going to blow all of our minds and convince us that we should cancel all comedy. All jokes are canceled from here on. Hit us with it, Dave.
I think right now you probably
nothing.
don't do it.
Nothing. Silence everything. What do you? Every comedian, don't tell a joke about it. Because
Kirk,
Dave, that's how the world works. I agree with you.
Go back to your question. When does freedom of speech impinge
That was your
on freedom
question,
of
not
religion?
mine. That was your question, not mine.
Answer it.
How many deaths?
Bro, this is funny because as you'll see, this is Dave's this is like your first debate about something real. Every fucking dumbass conversation this goddamn midget has had is about sports. And and I don't give a fuck about sports. I don't care. I know there's some smart people that like sports. I'm not about to say sports people are fucking stupid. I'm just like, this is someone who has not had like a good intellectual conversation besides like debating who's has better sports stats. You can tell this is just like, this is basic. This is like watching someone have their first discussion about banning speech. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
I don't have an answer.
Like how in America, American citizens.
What's your answer to that question?
Now.
Dave is asking, what is the limit of free speech? He wants this guy to answer the question. What is the limit of free speech? You could just you could easily argue with the laws that we have, and establish what you think your standard could be. Dave has no idea about any of this. Dave is actually fucking stupid.
Now,
Okay, we're there.
Now.
So now what? So now what do we do?
So maybe you stop with the fucking Jew jokes and act like it's not a big deal when someone does fuck the Jews in a bar.
Or no, here's the thing. I'm with you 1,000% on that. You should fucking kick those people out. Of course you should.
I'm not talking about kicking them out. I'm talking about.
You want to go to jail? Like, what do you want? Like,
yes, he wants them to go to jail. That's exactly what he wants. Dave Portnoy definitely wishes that he could have pressed charges on that guy for saying F the Jews on a sign. He definitely wishes he could send that guy to jail.
You are defending this guy Mick for what he said right after that happened. He's not anti-Semitic.
I'm not defending him. No,
if your brain goes in,
I'm not defending him, Dave. What I'm saying is you should have him on here or somebody else like that and fucking fight with them, because then you have a conversation.
That's what this idiot wants.
Dave, these guys that wrote the thing at the bar, fuck.
Bro, the guy at the bar I don't think the guy at the bar wants a conversation with you. I think he is fucking with you. He's trolling you, and you're just like falling for it. It's pathetic. This guy, I don't know who this other person that wrote the sign. I have no idea who this person is. I doubt it's somebody that's like trying to debate him. And Dave could probably actually, if he like sat down and thought out some good arguments and whatever, he could express himself and they could like agree to disagree and not, Dave wouldn't look so fucking sloppy and retarded. But no, here he is completely triggered that someone dare make a joke about the most important religion on the planet, guys.
Fuck the Jews, right?
Yes.
You're going to fucking fly them to Auschwitz. Some guy tweets at you something. You want to fucking... He's not...
Kirk, it was a bar I owned. It was a bar I owned.
Imagine hearing someone make a joke that offends you so bad, you want to buy them a ticket to go to Auschwitz. Imagine having a baby brain like that.
They kicked out. So, but my thing is...
No, it's not just kick out, Kirk. Are you ignoring what's going on in the world
No,
right
I'm
now?
not. What, Dave, what do you want to do to those guys? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with those guys in the bar? Put them in jail for 50 years? Fine. I don't care.
I didn't
they're
say that.
assholes.
You're quite literally changing everything you say, Kirk. If you just want me to kick...
So when Dave, I just want to break this down because we don't have the full context of this conversation, and I just want to make it clear where I am with this and where I think other people should be if they're paying attention. What I think Dave means here when he says, do you know what's going on in the world? Dave is referring to the couple of attacks on Israel supporters / Jewish people, the embassy attack and the recent arson. Well, not arson. He burned people. I don't think that's arson. I don't know what, the attack with the flamethrower stuff, the gasoline, Molotov cocktails. I think that is what Dave is referring to. I am sure Dave is not referring to what is happening in Palestine and the constant pictures every day, new pictures and video of mangled children in Gaza. I don't think he's referring to that. I think he's ignoring that.
Kick him out, not mention it, not care that this kid
Not at all.
Yeah, so sorry. And Dave is arguing, well, because we're having attacks on Jewish people, which, guys, and I discussed this the night that we covered the Molotov cocktail guy, the Free Palestine firebomb deal. I showed you guys that night. There was a few that I showed on that tweet that were attacks on Palestinian people in America, and they're just not covered. It's not covered in the news. It's like these media outlets cover it. They put an article like on their website or whatever just to show like, hey, we covered the story. Sorry, it's not like the top breaking story that we picked like we do whenever there's a Jewish person attacked. We make that the biggest story ever in history. I'm sorry you didn't hear about the Palestinian people that got attacked in America because they were pro-Palestinian and whatever. You don't hear about it. So Dave probably actually thinks that only Jewish people are getting targeted in America and around the world. So yeah, he's basically, if you guys are following along, he's arguing we can't make jokes about Jewish people because there have been a couple of recent attacks on Jewish people / pro-Israel people, Zionists. You all decide if you think that that's a good argument. Do you guys think, just think in your own head right now, why are people attacking Zionist pro-Israeli government people? Why are they attacking? Is it because jokes? People make jokes about Jewish people, so they want to go attack them? Or maybe it's Israeli government slaughtering women and children daily. Jokes? Or the Israeli government slaughtering people? Now, I'm not even making... guys, keep up with me here. I'm not arguing about whether or not what Israel is doing based on what Hamas has done, if it's right or wrong. I'm just saying there are new videos and pictures every day on Twitter of mangled children. So do you think people are reacting to that? Or you think they're reacting because Kanye made a song? You think people are attacking pro-Israel people because Kanye made a song? That's really fucking cute. You are a baby-brained fool. How cute.
Shut up! If you just want me to ignore it.
Don't tell me to shut up.
Shut the fuck up, you bald fuck.
Okay, go ahead.
How's that?
Oh, it's kill. I'll never recover from that.
You shut up, you midget.
Dave, go ahead. Continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who big boss man, don't tell. I'll tell you work for me.
Okay.
Dave Portnoy is a disgrace to midgets.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
You little bitch. You work for me.
Sure, you bet. For now.
Oh, you
continue.
don't? For now, quit. I don't care.
Is this show or not a show? Like, is this show or not a show? Like, we can't have a conversation?
You know what? I take back everything I said. This employee, you know what? I would let Dave Portnoy tell me I can't make jokes about Jewish people for $500,000 a year. I would do it. I would let him call me a bitch and say, you can't make jokes about Jewish people. I totally would. I'm down. I need that fucking money. Guys, I do not make enough money. I need help. I have a Venmo and a PayPal. Help me.
You're an idiot.
Okay, continue.
You're literally
on PayPal, I'm Darkmatch, DARKMATCH. On Venmo, I'm Darkmatch Steve, DARKMATCHSTEVE. Help me so I don't have to go work for Dave Portnoy and get paid to say that you can't make jokes about Jewish people.
Literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes, say whatever they want right fucking now. That's
yes, I think people should be allowed to make jokes.
So how many motherfucking Jews have to be killed before you stop?
That everybody, I don't think.
Dude, listen to this fool. He really thinks that because you can make jokes that's causing attacks on people. And the attacks are completely unrelated to what Israel is doing right now. I'm not saying that, and by the way, I have to spell it out because I know some people watch my stream, and I have to really spell things out because they think I'm saying one thing when I'm saying something different. Okay? What was I getting at? Oh no, yeah, I'm not saying that it's justified. Also, I have to lay that out. I'm not saying the attacks on Israeli/Jewish people in America or Israel supporters, Zionists in America, the attacks on them, I'm not saying that that's justified. I'm not. I'm saying that those attacks, I'm doing the math here. Seems like those attacks are probably closer linked to the fucking mangled children you see on Twitter every day because of the Israeli government. That's probably more related to that than someone making a joke. I know I'm fucking crazy. I know I'm a stupid streamer and I'm actually like a waste of life and retarded. But that's, you know what? I feel like I'm doing the math better on this than Dave Portnoy here. I just have a funny feeling. I don't know.
What else? Where else is that happening with the religion or people?
I don't think those psychopaths, I'm with you, they're scumbags, are the worst people on the earth. Should that
you don't think it's all related?
But Dave, you're telling a comedian not to make a joke?
It's not a comedian.
I'm with you, but you said stop all jokes.
Stop all jokes. Dave said it. Let's stop them all. Oh, Kevin Gable's up in here. What's up, bro? Over on the Facebook. Thank you, sir. Thank you guys for hitting the like over on the Facebook. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Jokes of that nature now.
We'll ban Jew jokes of that nature. We'll get the Constitution. We'll get Congress and stop Jew jokes of that nature.
I'll go back to this.
Yeah.
When does freedom of speech impinge on freedom of religion?
Impinge. When does it impinge, guys?
I don't think freedom of speech should. I think freedom of speech is the most important thing in this country.
Okay, so people can go kill the Jews, and there's no responsibility if someone goes and kills Jews.
No, that's a crime if you kill somebody.
No, but not saying, hey, go kill Jews.
That's different. No. What do you mean?
You can say somebody should go kill Jews. You don't do it, but someone hears you and goes do it. You're fine with that?
Fine if somebody says go kill Jews?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really hard one, Dave. But I think that's a call to action, right? That's a little different, isn't it? Right. That's different from going F the Jews, yelling it at you because it's funny to see you get triggered.
Yes.
No, that's different than telling. I thought we were talking about telling a joke. I thought we were talking about comedians.
They are all using semantics for anti-Semitism right now. And I can tell the difference because for 20 years of doing it, I've never.
I love how this guy is just staying out of it. He's like, I am not. I like my 500K, baby. I love it. I'll sit here and I'll let Dave Portnoy decide which jokes are funny out of every. I won't watch any comedy, period. I'll stop watching comedy. I just want my 500K. That's this guy right here.
Never mention it, Kirk.
No, and I said to you when this thing happened.
So how can you not realize we're in a different time right now?
I completely realize, and I'm sensitive to the fact that you're sensitive, and I feel bad.
No, you're not. You don't get it.
That's not true. I am sensitive to it. What I'm saying is, it's a fine line. I think you would agree. I think you would agree. So maybe you don't. That when you start harnessing free speech and what can be said and what can't be said,
I'm not saying throw any of these people in jail. You want me to give this kid a pass?
No.
What do you want? What do you mean you don't want to throw him in jail? What do you want, Dave? What do you want? Just tell us. This is the thing that's convenient. This is, it's convenient to be Dave retard Portnoy, Shortnoy, Soy Boy, where you can just basically express outrage at it and not have any kind of solution or anything. Just like teeter on the edge of saying someone should go to jail, that it should be illegal or something, and just express basic outrage, and you win. Anyone that watches your bullshit already you probably win. Fucking people that listen to you break down sports stats and bullshit, they don't like, Dave has no idea what he's talking about here. But if you just act completely outraged, you win with some fucking idiots out there that probably like you.
No. If you want, no. What I would like you to do, in my mind, this is why I pitched it to the producers, and you disagreed, and you are the boss. Like I said to you yesterday, it's your dime. You own the company. I thought it would be interesting to have somebody on who you disagree with, who I think at the end you wouldn't disagree with that much, have a conversation, which is what I thought you were trying to do. Hold on one second. Which I thought you were trying to do with bringing these guys to Auschwitz, trying to have a conversation. So you put a name in the face of somebody you disagree with and have an actual conversation.
No, that's crazy. A conversation? Whoa, buddy. Take it easy there with that speech. Dave, what do you want from us? God damn it, Al Pacino. Tell him. Ask him. Guy on the left is a talentless chump. Dude, so the guy on the right actually seems like smart. He seems like relatively smart. I don't know if, I think maybe to be fair here, and there's probably a lot of people, look, guys, when something affects you personally, I get it. It changes your standards and philosophies on things when you have a personal issue with something. When you are personally, like, you feel like you're personally affected by something, it will vastly change your philosophy on things. You won't apply that standard evenly across the board when it comes to judging any fucking circumstance. But I mean, I don't think Dave realizes how big of a deal, what a fucking slippery slope, number one. But what a sweeping, outlandish, request or idea that we should just not make fucking jokes. We should just ban right now, guys. Things are just too heated. Hey, look, it's not like the Jews have had issues. Look, if they could have banned jokes about Jews, thousands of years ago, they would still be banned to this day, because it's a nonstop drama with the Jews across the planet. They are they've been kicked out of countries. There's always some kind of fucking drama with them. So we would have never, if we just actually had it how Dave Portnoy wants it, we would never ever in history have been able to make one joke about a Jewish person. But, guys, it's totally not a big deal. Hey, there's Christians getting murdered across the fucking planet, too, which I think I saved a video with somebody talking about that. And as I've said before, let me see if I can look this up. Let me see. I don't know if I can find this. Here, let me just to show you guys. I mean, everyone knows you're allowed to make jokes about other religions. Everyone knows. Here we have, just imagine the outrage if there was a musician like Marilyn Manson who has the equivalent relationship as he has to Christianity, but they have it about Judaism. Just imagine if there was an artist whose whole career was based out of basically mocking Jews, and they were as big as Marilyn Manson. Christians, just been having to deal with this since the 90s. Manson burning a Bible on stage, wiping his ass with the pages, spitting into the Bible, and then throwing it out into the audience. And Christian people just put up with it, and they're getting murdered across the planet. And if you're a Christian person and you actually say, oh, you know what? I don't think Marilyn Manson should have freedom of speech. You are automatically considered a dumb piece of shit. Everyone pretty much agrees. You are a fucking dumbass if you're like Marilyn Manson. He wants to burn a Bible. Hell no. That should be illegal. We should cancel him. We can't make any jokes about Christianity or God or whatever. Christ. It's all canceled, guys. Because right now, I heard a story the other day that a Christian person got, fucking hit by a car or something. So we're just going to cancel all art. Good stuff, Dave. Good stuff. All right, let's just, I guess we'll go back to Twitter in a second, but I got to pull up the video I want to show before I get you guys on the tab with me, because you know what's over on Twitter, guys. Tits and ass, tits and ass. Oh, yeah. All right, I'll X out of that, get out of there, go over here. Oh, God, Twitter just started playing something. Okay. So here we go. Here's Dave Portnoy. In case anyone didn't know about this, here's Dave Portnoy's rape joke. Here it is, guys. Dave Portnoy. Rape jokes are funny. I stand by mine. Oh my God. I heard somebody was raped last week, so we're going to have to cancel all jokes, guys. All comedy about rape or any comedy, I guess. We'll just cancel it all because bad things happen.
I never condone rape, but if you're a size 6 and you're wearing skinny jeans, you kind of deserve to be raped.
Correct. I stand by that.
It's not even as funny as saying F the Jews. It's not even as funny as someone yelling that at Dave while he's eating a slice of pizza. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Dave's joke is not even funny, and he stands by it. Wow, you are bold. He's basically just like, oh, it's just a bad shock. If you're wearing what? This joke, it has no punchline. It's just all shock value. This isn't even worth standing by.
You posted the following on your site. I never condone rape, but if you're a size 6 and you're wearing skinny jeans, you kind of deserve to be raped.
Correct.
What a fucking dumbass. What a fucking dumbass. I have no respect for this person. If you didn't already gather that from what I've said so far. Scooter going. What's up, family? Scooter's up in here, guys. What's up, Scoot? Boot, Scoot, and Boogie. Yeah, we're just having fun making fun of Dave Portnoy. Don't mind us. What's up, Scooter? How's it going? How you doing?
I stand by that. I think it's a funny joke.
You think rape is funny?
No, I didn't say that. I think it's a funny joke.
Do you understand?
Oh my God. I hope someone has shown this video to Dave. Oh, so you think F the Jews is funny? Like, you think Free Palestine is funny? No, a joke about that is funny. Yeah, if you make a joke about something, it's funny. Yeah, Dave, that's how jokes work. Doesn't mean that you want whatever to happen. You want fucking Kanye West to kill a Jewish person. Wow, I didn't know we had to spell it out. It's the year 2025, and we have to spell this out for Dave fucking Portnoy.
Understand how offensive that is?
No, I obviously don't.
You posted the following on your site. I never condone rape, but if you're a size 6 and you're wearing skinny jeans, you kind of deserve to be raped.
Correct. I stand by that. I think it's a funny joke.
He thinks that's a joke. The main problem with this is that he thinks that that's a joke. It's not even a joke. It's all shock value. There's no punchline. There's no nothing. That's the problem. That's my main issue with this video right here. He's standing by something. He's standing by a statement saying that it's a joke when it's not funny or a joke. it's just a shocking statement. Oh, that's good to hear, Scooter. Michael up in here. I'm gay, Steve. Yeah, me too. I'm a twink. Hopefully I stay cute like I am. How many Dave Ports versus Joe Rogan? What do you mean? Could Joe take fight? Yeah, take 3 short Daves. So 3 regular Daves. Yeah, I think so. I bought him for Shaytard Carl. Sounds like a good time. I don't know who that is, but it sounds like an alias for a politician like Carlos Danger. We were talking about Anthony Weiner last night. It sounds like a Shaytard Carl. That sounds like an epic alias. I'm a fucking Shaytard. Okay, we get it. Dave thinks rape is funny, but Jewish jokes aren't. I get it. Let's move on. Hold on. Do we have time to look at this Charlie Kirk deal? I think we do. Are we moving on yet? Hold on. Let me see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. What?
Clip from the Charlie.
I think this is just Nick talking about this clip, but I don't know why I think I saved this so that I wouldn't forget about the clip.
Kirk debate at Cambridge, where he was questioned on the genocide in Gaza. But Charlie Kirk tried to do a gotcha and said, well, do you know about the...
Okay, so we'll go to YouTube. This is on YouTube. I'll drop this. We'll just go to the debate because Nick is gonna spoil it for us, guys. I've seen the clip already. But let's watch the full thing in context because there's one viral part of this that's been going around. Now, again, like he said, this is Charlie Kirk at Cambridge, debating, I guess, random motherfuckers. Is this from the Q&A portion? I haven't watched the full video, but this is funny as fuck, guys. Look at the title on this, and then let's watch this, and you decide if this is completely misleading or not. Charlie takes down extremely bouncy Cambridge student. So, ad hominem, I'm going to say bouncy. He's calling him bouncy to discredit his point of view.
Destination isn't your fault. It's a broke.
What kind of retarded... Okay.
If you care about faith, family, and...
Look at this. Charlie takes down extremely bouncy. You guys decide. Does Charlie take this guy down, or does Charlie take a shit on the floor and then have his face rubbed in it? You guys decide with me. Let's figure this out. Let's wade through this.
freedom, listen up. I'm proud to partner with AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens. While AARP pushes
APAC? Oh, AMAC. Jesus, you scared me. Okay, let's skip through this. AMAC, we get it. You're funneling money to Israel. That's cool.
And the final question that we've got time for today is from Sammy McDonald from St. John's College.
And this is the last question of the day. Thank God they sneaked this one in there. Okay, so this is I forget his name, the singer from The Cure. This is his son, I believe, at Cambridge. And Charlie is going to try to convince him that bombing babies is cool.
Good evening.
Let's see. That sounds like a really tall task. Let's see if he can do it.
Mr. Kirk, you've obviously devoted a lot of your life to electing, keeping in power Donald Trump. And you did so partly because you said Trump would put Americans first and take them out of foreign conflicts. Shall we see how that is going at the moment? Currently, Trump has just accepted a $400 million debt from Qatar, which we're assured is perfectly above board. Billions in arms are going to Saudi Arabia, which they're using to bomb and starve Yemeni children. Not sure how that's in the interest of the United States, but it might be in the interest of the $5.5 billion deal his failed sons are receiving. At the same time, this great president of peace has greenlit mass killings not just in Yemen, but in Gaza, where he greenlit an invasion called Operation Gideon's Chariot, with the express aim of wiping out the Gazan population. You promised to put America first. Haven't you and your ilk sold America out?
Ouch. Ouch. That hurts. So, wow, it's really funny, guys. You know, you'd really expect to only hear this argument from a neo-Nazi piece of shit, but wow, it looks like some really intelligent people at Cambridge are having these thoughts as well. Very strange. This guy must just be friends with Nick Fuentes, right, guys? This guy doesn't know anything. He's just a groiper.
No. Well, I'm glad you have great intellectual substance and can answer. Because it's all the culture wars for you, isn't it? The second
Here, look, guys. Remember, this video is Charlie taking down an extremely bouncy. We're right in the middle of the takedown right now, guys. It doesn't look like it, but Charlie Kirk is, mentally, arguably, he has this guy in like a judo hold, and he doesn't even realize it. Charlie's winning this debate right now, and no one realizes it, okay? This guy's in the middle of getting taken down.
Someone actually tells you what you're doing, which is red.
Can you calm down a little bit? Like, just a little bit? Pounding the table, you're all over the place. No. You want me to go piece by piece? Or would you like me to talk slower?
I think you can...
Number one, Donald Trump is convening a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. Joe Biden gave them armaments.
That's going well, isn't it?
It's going well? Can you not interrupt me?
Well?
I allowed you to talk uninterrupted.
You're famous for not interrupting.
I haven't interrupted a single person here today. Can I speak uninterrupted, actually? Okay. He is convening a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. I believe we will see an end to that war. Number two, he's actually talking to Iran and discouraging Israel to strike the interior of Iran, and has stopped many other international countries to do the same. Number three, can you give him credit for ending the Indian-Pakistan war?
Both of them said he didn't do that.
Well, hold on a second.
Let's go back.
No, that's important.
Russia, Ukraine.
Hold on, that's important.
Can I speak now?
Yes, but the Indian-Pakistan thing, you got to go deeper than that.
Let's go in order. Is a peace summit where the main person in question, Russia, doesn't show up, is that a success, Mr. Kirk?
I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure.
Is that a success?
Well, again, these are ongoing negotiations, and it's a lot better than when your Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, went alongside our Secretary of State, Tony Blinken, to Istanbul and unnecessarily blew up a potential Russian peace deal, which has resulted in hundreds of thousands of dead Ukrainians, one of the great unnecessary wars of the modern era. Donald Trump believes in conversation and police through strength. He has been president for well over 120 to 130 days, and he has already ended a war between two nuclear conflicts of India-Pakistan. He has secured our own U.S. southern border while we were being invaded by foreign powers. And thirdly, he is brokering a potential settlement with Iran that will prevent a major escalation in the Middle East. And finally, it is very difficult, but I believe they'll get it done, that will finally see an end to the Russian-Ukrainian war.
I'm just going to disregard the enormous lies you just put out there about Russia and Ukraine. Okay. But do you really think leverage, negotiations work if you cut off all your leverage and scream at one party in the Oval Office? Don't you think that has just emboldened Russia? Because look at the approach. Putin thinks so much of your glorious president, he can't even be asked to show up. You have elected, or help elect, somebody who is at best an idiot and at worst is deeply corrupt.
Okay, again, so Trump and Putin had a 2-hour phone call today. You'll acknowledge that's a good thing. The pursuit of peace can sometimes be a winding road, and it's a lot better than sending hundreds of billions of dollars further into the killing fields of eastern Ukraine, something that tragically both the UK government and the US government has been unnecessarily supporting for a couple of years. President Trump wants to see a brokerage, an ending of this settlement. I pray we can get it. It's very complicated because of the mess that Joe Biden left, which was an active kinetic war with a nuclear power sending American-made missiles into the interior of Russia. So President Trump has already ended a war. He's ended an invasion. He's only 130 days into this. And I believe, we do not know. At this point, we are merely speculating, which I think we should not spend our time doing that, because eventually one of us will be right. I believe we'll be right, and I believe we'll see an end to this war.
Generate meaning notes with AI that gets
Charlie Kirk, saved by the ad.
your business.
We just talk about 100 billions worth of weapons, because you dodged my question on what was going on in the Middle East, where Trump has just signed enormous arms contracts with Saudi Arabia and with Qatar. And I noticed you ignored the fact that this might have had anything to do with the blatant corruption going on through the Trump coin and going on through giving the very competent sons of Donald Trump billions of investment from Saudi Arabia and Qatar. This is something that is directly embroiling Americans into conflict, but is importantly killing many innocent people. Those nations have been known to terrorize innocent civilian populations. So if you're coming to me and you're objecting to America selling weaponry, why are you defending shilling for the Saudis?
Well, hold on. One is sending weaponry, one is purchasing. Secondly, you do know that the biggest purchase that was announced was commercial airliner, 737, $100 billion. You've heard of Qatar Airways. They purchased $100 billion of commercial airways. You are right, there were some weapons contracts. But I guess the question is, would you rather have Saudi Arabia buy weapons from America or China?
I'd rather they not have American weaponry at cut price rates.
See, I disagree.
Let's talk about Qatar for a second.
Okay, fine.
Because you mentioned Qatar. You've been talking a lot about Hamas and the evils of Hamas. Can I ask you, who's the main funder of Hamas?
Well, the Palestine...
State?
Well, the West actually funds Hamas.
Which state?
Well, Iran funds...
No.
Also,
where are the Hamas leaders?
And also Qatar funds Hamas.
Yes.
It is a combination of international relief organizations.
Is this a state we should have a $400 million jet with the President of the United States on it?
Hold on. First of all, it was not given to him personally. I understand the optics of it, but it was not given to him personally. It was given to the U.S. government. And under that standard, no U.S. government should ever receive any gifts from any foreign countries whatsoever. It's not given to him personally and not a violation of the...
Then why is he trying to transfer it to his personal library?
He is actually. Okay, again, he sent out
You're
a
lying.
statement. This is way too in the weeds. If you want to keep on going it, we can.
It's not in the weeds. It's a fundamental moral principle.
Okay, so under that fundamental moral principle then, can you acknowledge, though, that President Trump is getting more done in a less period of time than any president we've seen, while our prior president did not even know what year he got elected? You understand the contrast here?
What aboutism again? I'm not a defender of Biden.
I'm not saying President Trump is far better than the predecessor.
You have to defend the person you spent millions to elect.
I will defend every day of someone who ends an invasion.
That's all you do,
who brings down the price of oil, who is revitalizing the American economy, who is brokering peace, who stopped the potential nuclear war, who is bringing Iran to the table and bringing Russia to the table, someone who does not want armed conflicts with the greatest powers of our time. I will defend that endlessly. What are you defending?
In a fantasy world of your own creation. So it's quite hard to engage with.
But then disprove it.
Let's check on how Trump is doing in terms of diplomacy. Look, with the war in the Middle East, do you think it was a defensible decision to tell the Israelis you wanted Trump Gaza to agree for Israel to invade the Gaza Strip and to continue to murder thousands of innocent children and civilians in a pointless war? Is that in America's interest? Is that in humanity's interest?
Well, first of all, you should know something about Trump. There's something, if you realize with Trump over the last 10 years, he is quite the...
Yeah, actually, the baby's blood, our politicians over here in the United States, they drink that. So it actually is beneficial to the United States to bomb children in Palestine.
A social media user and uses hyperbolic language at times. But let me ask you, in the conflict of Israel versus Hamas, who's the good guy?
I believe both Hamas and the Israeli government are evil, but I think also that there is no justification.
Are they equally?
There is no justification for the murder and mutilation of...
Charlie's gonna go, are they equally evil? Hey, buddy, can't we agree that Israel is a little less evil than Hamas? Can't we agree on that? Is Charlie going to seriously go down this road? So this whole, the viral clip I've been seeing going around is just the last few minutes when they're talking about Israel here. I actually didn't see all of this first part. I know this guy has a lot of issues with Trump, but this little spat that they have right now about Israel is very funny. Did I already back it up? I know I talked over this guy a little bit. Hold on. Go back here.
Both Hamas and the Israeli government are evil, But I think also that there is no justification.
Are they equally?
There is no justification for the murder and mutilation of thousands of innocent people and children in a futile.
Let's zero in on.
There is no justification, Mr. Kirk, for invading hospitals, for bombing innocent populations, and dragging out a war which is damaging Israel and the West's security.
You've made that point, but
it's not a point; it's a moral truth, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. It was also a moral truth that the war started because 1,300 Jews were killed and 200 were taken hostage. And when you declare war on Israel,
That's how it started, guys. October 7th is when all of this started. There's no other history to the Israel-Palestine conflict. It's October 7th is when it started.
expect a firestorm in reaction. Let me finish, I let you talk. Israel, at its holiest day of the calendar year besides Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah, Samat Torah, the 50-year anniversary of the Six-Day War. On Shabbat, Hamas invaded Israel, deciding to go recklessly to music concerts, to homes, to kibbutzes, and taking 200 plus hostages. They knew what they were doing. In one of the most cloistered urban environments on the planet, 2 million people live in a place where it's impossible to wage war. Impossible. Where they wear civilian clothing, they violate every tenet of the Geneva Convention, and the IDF, when they do something right, they get no credit. When they do life-saving surgeries of a Gazan child, they get no credit. When they drop leaflets, they get no credit. But when they happen to bomb a place where they are operating their military from, which we now know from third-party verified sources, hundreds of Hamas military operations are in mosques, schools, and hospitals. I'm sorry, the country where they were living in relative peace on October 6th, that all of a sudden we had a war and Hamas started the war. And I don't see people that were really upset about the 2 million Germans that were killed in World War II, civilians. A tragic truth of war is that civilians die. I don't like it and you don't like it. And they brought it upon themselves. The only operation and entity to blame is the leadership of Hamas, not the Israeli government, for fighting this defensive war after they were invaded.
I'm no defender of the terrible pogrom that was launched against Jews on that day. But the justification for the death of innocents cannot be an infinite cycle of bloodlust. It cannot be killing tens of thousands of innocent civilians with a war with no end in sight, people who are not complicit in those atrocities. It cannot be bombing hospitals which children use. It cannot be bombing hospitals in which cancer patients are dying and starving in there. The deaths that have been inflicted, nobody knows the true toll, but somewhere between 50 and 100,000 people lie dead under the rubble. And what...
So I have to say here, I kind of let it go. It's getting late, and I like I said, guys, I can't be on super late. I'm going to be off by probably like 9:30 Eastern time here. So, but anyway, fucking, where was I? Yeah, the comparison to Germany. I don't know. I don't know if we like the fucking our military equipment. And for sure, Israel, right? They're supposed to have like one of the best militaries. Like, I mean, we don't have better, we don't have like more precise ways to target terrorist groups than to fucking bomb schools and hospitals. And they're pretending like this is and I see Rainey, I hear you. You're saying this is propaganda, but Hamas involved hospitals, not Israel. Well, this is part of the thing, Rainey, propaganda. I think that there are very valuable points on each side of this, but there are some really I don't know how it's arguable that there aren't some really atrocious things that the IDF has done, right? I mean, they were on video. I played it on the stream the other night. There were fucking reporters that were right there at the border of, what was it, Rafah? I don't fucking remember. I don't know the geology or the geography of fucking Israel that well. And they were shooting rounds at reporters and diplomats. A whole crowd of reporters and diplomats shooting rounds their way. They didn't hit one of them. And the Israeli government said they were shooting up into the sky, which you're not supposed to do people get fucking killed by falling bullets all the time, especially in the Middle East. But Dude, the IDF does some really fucking nasty shit. There's been a few instances of them telling the fucking the civilians, the Gaza civilians, to relocate to one location, and then they get blown up on the way. They say go to this fucking safe zone, and then they get fucking bombed. And I think the most recent thing, and I haven't been keeping up with that much, but I see it all. I see so much of it on Twitter. I can't help but see some of this stuff. Somehow I ended up in this fucking algorithm where I just see, dead babies all fucking day on Twitter. But anyway, the most recent thing was something about them offering supplies at some location and then shooting a bunch of fucking people. I don't know what the fuck happened, but it's like there's been plenty things. The March of Return, do we even want to like go down? I mean, I don't have time to go down a rabbit hole with this, but like there's a lot of fucking debate about the IDF's actions and the March of Return. If you want to go look that up, you can read into it a little yourself. But it's like they were shooting like disabled people and stuff. Like it was like some really nasty, the reports on that are really nasty stuff. And everyone is well aware of what happened on October 7th. No one, unless you're someone that's like kind of has looked into some of this, or possibly you're Jewish or Palestinian, you probably know about the Nakba and the March of Return. But if you're not, like, most people don't fucking know shit about the March of Return or the fucking Nakba or any fucking history of Palestine or Israel, but they know about October 7th. Here, let's get back to this video. Let me, okay.
What is left for Gaza except for to continue to suffer under Hamas? Because it turns out Netanyahu's political strategy has not worked. It has entrenched Hamas within the territories. To be a Christian, I would have thought, Mr. Kirk, would never have involved suggesting that the price for an atrocity must be an infinite cycle of bloodlust, that innocent people and the young population must be killed to avenge some kind of providential quest. How can you call yourself a Christian? Well, you just did.
I want to make sure we get our moral clarity straight before we proceed. No one likes what's happening in Gaza. No one with a heart or a soul or a mind likes when kids die. But you must understand who started the conflict so that you could end it correctly. And until Hamas brokers an unconditional surrender, of which they are unwilling to do, they could release the hostages and drop their weapons and their lives would be spared. Instead, they are using children of Gaza as cannon fodder, financed by the Iranian mullahs and dragging the entire world into this conflict. So I don't even know what we're debating at this point other than I believe that Israel, I believe the facts, Israel was unconditionally attacked on October 7th. They're responding in kind. And I would just ask you a very simple moral question. How should Israel have responded?
Oh, God. We needed an ad to break the tension there. That was getting pretty crazy. Oh, no, Rainey, I'm totally with you on that. I just wasn't sure if, yeah, you had said propaganda. I get if this kid he definitely seems like he leans in one direction with this. Well, no, he said both are evil, but it does seem like, I think it's probably just because it's Charlie Kirk, and he knows Charlie Kirk is like totally, he's totally playing defense for Israel. Like he's on the clock. He he's working. I totally agree with that. Luckily, we don't have actual literal Hamas embedded within our government, dual citizens of Palestine. Anyway.
Put up, I don't hang with rats, that's some new type shit. Get a nigga wet, them news type shit.
Not with the blanket carpet bombing of the city, not with bombing hospitals. Of course, some kind of military operation might have been necessary, but not murder on this scale. There is no justification for what is happening with the enormous death toll that is being produced. I really cannot see how you come here and you have the gall to lecture us on Christian morality and then sit here and justify the murder of thousands of civilians. And is it working, Mr. Kirk? Is Hamas dismantled?
I've never said that.
You just did.
Well, no,
this is your whole
in
thing.
war, these are called casualties of a war.
We're going to need to stop bringing this
again. I'm not going to justify every military maneuver of a 100,000 person army. Instead, what I will do is I'll be clear that there is a good guy and there is a bad guy. I honestly...
Isn't that the morality of a child?
Well,
bro, that I was just gonna say that. What the fuck? Like, are you actually 6 years old? There's a good guy and a bad guy. Holy shit. And you know what, guys? I kind of don't blame Charlie Kirk for boiling it down to the most, like, digestibly stupid level possible. Because honestly, guys, that's a lot of voters in the United States, right? This is about as clear as they can think. There's a good guy and there's a bad guy. I'm going to vote for whoever because, there's only a good guy and a bad guy. That's as complicated as it is.
Well, hold on. It's interesting you say that because a child who knows that Israel is the good guy, Hamas is bad, has a lot more wisdom than a student like yourself at Cambridge University.
I will be glad.
Charlie really thinks he just burned him there. Holy fuck.
I will not have been somebody who has defended the genocide of the Palestinian people. And I think you will have to reckon one day that you have reckoned with...
Interesting. I want to close on this. So can you tell me what African country is currently ongoing a civil war?
Believe it or not, I know about Sudan because I'm not an idiot.
How about what Southeast Asian country has an ethnic cleansing going on right now?
Myanmar.
Good. And you have strong opinions on both?
Dude, where does Charlie Kirk think he is? You're not at some fucking shitty university. You're at Cambridge talking to someone that's smart. Charlie Kirk thought he had this in the bag with this question. Holy crap. How embarrassing. Oh my God. He really thought he was going to stump this guy on Sudan and Myanmar. Well, I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't need to. Guys, you don't have to know all of the genocides going on around the planet to disagree with what the Israeli government is doing. Let me just put that out there, okay? But it's funny that Charlie Kirk thought that would be he'd have a good point on his side there by catching this guy not knowing what's going on in Sudan. So you don't know what's happening in Sudan? Well, you can't have an opinion on Israel.
Sides?
Unlike you, I take an effort to be informed about foreign policy and to come to conclusions. You are a culture warrior. I believe when everything is done, Mr. Kirk, people will see you and the people you've supported as corrupt, as selling the country out to the lowest bidder, and of doing irreparable damage to a country I'm sure we all deep down love.
The difference?
I think you will have to reckon with that.
Difference
Mr. Kirk.
is when...
Oh, fuck. And he walks off. He's like, I don't even care what your response is. It doesn't matter. You just got fucking burned. Charlie Kirk just got completely mouth gagged. He just got throat fucked by a twink. Holy shit. And he's wiping his face with it. He's like, oh, I gotta get this taste out of my mouth. Oh my God, that is kind of crazy. Holy fuck. That twink earns some dick. Let me tell you. Who's that twink? I'll fuck him.
The difference is when we get our way, we'll still have a country, and your country will be a third world hellhole.
So when you take an Adderall...
Yeah. All right, guys. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I was on too late. You guys keep me on here so late. Jesus Christ. What is your problem? All right, guys, this has been Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. It's been fun. We saw the Dave Portnoy stuff. as you all know now, no more jokes about Israel or any religion. Actually, you can make fun of Christians still. I think he said even though there are Christians getting murdered in places across the planet because they are Christians. Despite that, it's okay to make jokes about Christians, but not Jewish people. That's crossing the line, guys. So anyway, Dave Portnoy is cool. He's totally not short. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on by 8. I got a fun thing planned for the stream tomorrow. I already mentioned what we're probably going to get into. But anyway, yeah, I'll fucking yeah, I'll see you guys. Oh yeah, tomorrow. Scott Starbird. I'll be in Scott Starbird's chat. This is our lineup for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We got Scott Starbird on at 6 p.m. That's our boy. He's been up in the chat tonight. 6 p.m. Eastern to 7. Then Alex Stein goes on the Prime Time with Alex Stein show. The Pimp on the Blimp himself. 7 p.m. Eastern. He goes live, and then I go live at 8 p.m. Eastern after them. And I think I heard that Alex is actually supposed to go on Scott Starbird's show. And I think they said they're going to make it like a weekly type of thing or something, which is fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome for Scott. And for Alex, too. Scott is he's got a great stream. He's a great host. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please support us. Hit the fucking like button. We got our own little lineup. We got our own little community building here. Join in. Become a part of it. You know, we're very welcoming. If you disagree with me and get up in the chat, you know, I'm not just going to fucking completely lose my mind and ban you like Destiny does to people that disagree with him in his chat, okay? Number one, I'm a growing channel. I don't have enough subscribers to start banning people. In fact, I haven't yet had to delete one comment or anything in my chat yet. We're really going full like free speech up in the chat as much as possible. So yeah, anyway, it's no holds bar. That's what's good about us smaller channels. We're very honest. We just want to have a fun stream. I'm not bought and paid for by any political party. I'll entertain any idea and call bullshit when I see it. That's what's good about us smaller creators. So yeah, jump on this sinking ship. Yeah, and if you're new around here, I know I did get some newer people in here. If you're new, please check out my YouTube channel. Actually, go to it. Subscribe, please. But I have other stuff than streaming. I have a few different videos, and I do parody songs as well. I do like political and culture-based parody stuff. And my most recent banger is my Kanye West parody song, which got deleted from YouTube because it's a little too spicy for their taste buds. But it is over on the Twitter, thanks to Elon Musk, letting it completely ride over there, letting it fucking eat. Okay, over on the Twitter. So go check my Twitter page. I'm Dark Match Steve everywhere, guys. Look for me everywhere. Fucking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. But yeah, my Kanye parody song is over on the Twitter. It's very offensive. I'm warning you, but I think it's fun. And the thing with my parody song is this I released before Kanye West released his latest album with the His Hitler stuff, you know? I actually sort of predicted his newest album. It's actually kind of fucking crazy, guys. I got almost 60K. Last I checked, I was around 60K views on the Kanye song. So it's doing pretty well over on the Twitter. But yeah, guys, I released that before Kanye did his album. And it's sort of since he released his album, it's gotten a little bit of traction. So anyway, go check that out. Hit the like everywhere. Support us because we are really we're grinding. We're putting in the work over here. But yeah, thank you all for the support. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Love ya.